Hi, thanks for having me. It's been a long day, but I'm really glad to be here. I wanted to read, I've submitted my testimony. I wanted to read some of the testimony of one of the doctors that I've been working with, and he is in Wisconsin, an MD, and he couldn't be here today because he has patients. And I thought it would be really relevant today. And then I wanted to read a few excerpts from some of my friends who are detransitioners who also could not be here today because they are in school. I am Dr. Daniel Koster, President of Physicians for Freedom, and I submit these written remarks along with those of 4 of our members because our patient responsibilities prevent us from speaking in person. Too many people, it is absurd or unbelievable even to debate questions like whether males can truly become females or females can become males. The universal truth of sex differences set at conception and guiding development of every single cell, organ, and human, not to mention all plants and animals, seems too obvious even to question. We see with our own eyes the frustration and unfairness when elite swimmers lose to Leah Thomas, or we see the barbarity and pain of biological males when female opponents are sent to the hospital. There are biological differences that we just cannot ignore. To figure it out, we turn to experts and others with expertise that are eager to provide all the information that we can. Not here, as the time does not allow, but here we do assert this, that advocates of gender-affirming care, including authorities like the AMA, the American Academy of Pediatrics, and the American Psychological Association are wrong. That gender is assigned at birth is wrong. That adults help kids by encouraging them to question their sex is wrong. That parents endanger kids by questioning transition is wrong. That males who transitioned can safely and fairly compete with female athletes is wrong. That children in pain and confusion are capable of making the best lifelong decisions which forever mutilate and sterilize them is wrong. I have become friends with Chloe Cole. I think a lot of you may know her, and I wanted to say just a few things because there's another young lady who really wanted to be here. Her name is Luca Hine. It's important, I think, when, I've had the opportunity to meet many detransitioners now, talk with them, and even those that I don't meet and I read their stories, and if you go on detrans Reddit, over 50,000, and that's just one of those areas where you can see that everything is not okay. Chloe said, at the age of 11, I began to look at myself and I felt so ugly, like I wasn't shaped like I thought women were supposed to look. I thought I would never make a good woman. Upon being introduced to the transgender community online, Chloe said, I started to think of myself as a boy. I was put on puberty blockers and testosterone at just 13 years old, which caused a ripple of negative side effects. Chloe continues to experience joint pain from weakened bone density, a known side effect of puberty blockers, as well as certain allergies and urinary tract infections. At age 15, after a sexual assault, she had her breasts removed, also had her nipples removed and grafted back into a more masculine position. Serious side effects are still dealt with today. Chloe said shortly after the surgery, she looked into the mirror and said to herself, I am a monster. She is doing much better now, and she is becoming an advocate all over this country and all over the world, telling her story as a detransitioner. She wants to let everyone know her story, that medical transitioning of children can cause irreversible harm to a child's body. She said, I know it happened to me. Your legislative intervention will protect other children and families from this medical experimentation. You are being presented an opportunity to defend the greatest right of a child, the right to grow into healthy adults and fulfilling lives. And in the interest of time, I'm going to abbreviate some of Luca Hine.
You're up against it, so
okay.
If you want to wrap
up. All right, I'll to get to the Luca, her first medical intervention was a double mastectomy. She was put on puberty blockers, cross-sex hormones. When she decided she did not want to spend the rest of her life being medicalized, she slowly weaned her off. She weaned off of those hormones. To this day, she has pain in her joints, lumbar, spine, hands, wrists, elbows, and pelvic area. Her vocal cords ache. Her breasts are gone. She has heart irregularities due to hormone therapy. She worries she may never conceive a child. She had insult to injury when she finally relayed the mental and physical anguish she suffered, which led to her detransitioning. Her gender-affirming prescriber told her, "I guess that is just part of your gender journey."